Alright, we're at Alamo State Park in Arizona. It's kind of in south central western Arizona, out in the middle of nowhere. So that's kind of the view out of our campsite, but there is a lake here, and so we're going to drive around and we're going to look at what there is to see. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I?
Yeah.
Well, shoot. This is one way, so I'm turning around to make sure I'm going the right way, because I was parked wrong in the spot. And you should be able to see a little bit of blue in there for the lake. We're just going to go towards it and go. There's a boat ramp down here. Supposedly the lake is so low, this boat ramp is high and dry. They have another boat ramp elsewhere that goes lower. So as you can see, even though there's a lake here, it doesn't affect the vegetation. This is still Arizona. It's dry as can be. There's some of the lake right there. And that looks like, yeah, they're closed boat ramp. So this is actually the main boat ramp. And you can see that the water is a long way away. And the ranger said we could go down here. There's a sign that said area closed, but it's not out in the road. So we're going to assume that we can go ahead and come down here. Because he said we could drive right down to the edge of the water. Dip our toes in, so we're going to find that out. So we'll kind of just go around the bend here and see what there is to see. No campfires, but it doesn't say about nothing about no traffic, so we're going all the way down. Is that a white heron over there?
Yes, it is.
I don't know if it's going to show in the picture because I'm not going to try to zoom and drive. So, according, this apparently is a trophy bass lake. They say that they catch some really big stuff out of here, and they do tournaments and all kinds of cool stuff. So, it's supposed to be clear water, so we're going to find this out here pretty quick. I don't know how far I can actually drive down there.
There's a tournament pad.
Yeah, that must be a place where the boat trailers can turn around. I'm pretty sure they built this as a new temporary ramp because the other one was such a problem. And we're going to try to not launch this in there. It says no parking, but we're just going to take a minute to check it out anyway. They told me I could do this because George can't walk far. He wouldn't be able to walk down here. So we're just going to jump out real fast and check it out. You're going to jump out? No? Okay. Oh yeah, they said this was clear. It is. And whoo, it's chilly. So it's a pretty good sized lake, even though you can see by the marks that it's down quite a bit. And you can't see the dam from here. We're going to go around and check out the dam also. But I think this would normally be about 25 or 30 feet deeper right here, maybe even more. Alright, we're going to pause it and check out the dam. Alright, so we're back on the road again. We're just a couple miles up here to the dam. There's supposed to be a scenic overlook. So I imagine we can't go on the dam. In most of these places they don't allow it. There's supposed to be wild burros up here everywhere. We haven't seen any, but we've seen lots of signs of them. There's stuff in the road everywhere that looks like horse dung, but it's probably from the burros. It's even in the campground. We had to rake it up in our campsite before we could settle in. And there's a pretty good shot of the lake up here. This is quite the road, but fortunately there's no traffic. This doesn't go anywhere. It's a dead end. Just mosey on up here and see what there is to see and see if we can get a cell signal, because so far we haven't had anything. Been here for 24 hours and we are isolated. There's the overlook. There we go, there's the road to the dam, and we can't go that way. I didn't think so. I was hoping to look off the high side of the dam, but we're not going to get to do that, so we're just going to have to take this view. Here's a look across the valley and the main part of the lake down there, kind of where we were when we were looking at the boat ramp in the early part. Oh yeah, so we're going to get a chance to look at the dam. There it is, and holy mackerel, is this lake low. That's an Army Corps dam, and it was built in 1968. So this has been here quite some time. So we're gonna park the car and have a look-see. There we go. This is gonna be perfect. We're gonna get to find out what everything is. Up here, we're going to be able to see this. There it is. Earthen filled dam, almost 1,000 feet long, 283 feet high, over 1 million acre feet, 13,000 acres possible, 500 acres typical, and it drains almost 5,000 square miles. Well, there you go. Okay, I'm going to pause it again. Yeah, they have a really nice plaque up here. You'll never read this, and I'm not going to read it to you. But if you ever come out here, you can come to the scenic overlook and see this. But they're kind of showing you where this is in comparison to the Colorado River. It's upstream from there. And then there's a really large peak they call Artillery Peak, and I'm going to try to swing up there so you can see it, that really pointed deal out there, and we can zoom that. There you go, they call that Artillery Peak, I guess. And so there's a good shot of the lake, and in this view you can see a pretty good line where the water has been at times. So yeah, that's a good 25 or 30 feet deeper than it is at this time. And there's somebody on a pontoon boat almost up against the dam. And what's interesting to me here is I don't see any kind of a outflow at all. So it's almost like to me that they don't have one, except for the one that you see way up at the top, like at the spillway. Oh, I see. It has an earthen spillway here. I'm going to swing back to the right. I see it now. There's a little saddle in the rock right there at that side of the dam, and I'm sure that that would be the emergency spillway for it. And it's just carved in the rock. They even have a bulldozer sitting there. So I'm sure that it's never been that full before. So this is quite a little rocky crag right here, so this must have a gorge on the far side of it. It'd probably be pretty interesting if you could get over there. I don't know how you would do that, if there's any access to it from here or not. Sure didn't seem like it. When you look at a map, it looks like there's a road, but it doesn't look like there's a connection. I'll bet you that that service road that goes to the dam continues on the other side, but the public is not allowed to go that way. And then there's some of these interesting trees, which there's a sign by one of them that says that's a Palo Verde tree, for those of you who know and care. So if you took this lake up 30 feet, yeah, it'd be a lot larger, because that's just a huge area out there. In the distance, there's looks like trees. I don't know how in the heck you would get there from here. Ugh. I gotta put the camera down so I can hold it steady. Ugh. That ain't even working. There's the lake. And there's the beach. Yeah, that's just too darn far away to focus it. There, you can see the trees there a little bit now. So there might be a way to get over there, but I don't know what it is, and I'm not going to get out here and drive around the RV to explore. If I had the smaller vehicle, I would. No, that's about it. Alright, here we are, another shot of Alamo Lake State Park. From a hilltop, I hiked about a mile up here. It's quite a ways up above the lake, but you can see the lake. It's very nice here today, about 70, 75 degrees, just the slightest breeze. You can see better how much the lake is down here. The lake should go way over this way. Oops, sorry, I'm jumpy. I'm going to try to swing over to where the campsite is, so you can kind of see the camp. There's campers right there. Let's zoom out. That's basically the main part of the campground there. It's in this kind of a runny gulch. It goes down to the main inlet on the lake, which, like I say, there is no inlet because it's dry. It's so tiny down there. Just a little bit of water right there, and that's way back. And then I'm going to try to zoom. And there are people way the heck over there on a windy bluff. And that is not part of this park. It might be BLM land. I've got to do some research to find that out. But pretty nice spot. Just no cell signal. I can get a cell signal up here on top of the hill, but you cannot get a cell signal down in the camp. They tell you to hike up here if you want to make a cell phone call. So that's just the way it goes. Real nice though. And I'm going to swing around the other way and should point towards the dam again, which you really can't see the dam from here. That bit of water there, we showed that in the pictures before, where you can see the layers where the lake has been up maybe 30 feet higher. And the dam is over this way behind that ridge. You can see the road coming up here. That road cut in there, that goes through that cut and then goes over to the lake. I mean to the dam. And then there's one more higher ridge up there with a microwave tower or something that is not a cell tower. It'd be nice if they had a cell tower there, then you could get it in the camp. That's it for what this place is. It's nice though because it's quiet. There's hardly any traffic. A couple of boats on the lake. Just really a beautiful spot. I'm sure in the summer it's really ungodly hot, but right now in 1st of November, it's pretty nice here. So we'll be here through tomorrow, and then we're going to go on back down to flatland somewhere. There we go. That's the circle.